Dr. Eddie Visney. I'm a professor of archaeology at the University of Chicago, normally leading expeditions in Machu Picchu, but this year I had to cancel. Got a very exciting opportunity right here in Louisville, Kentucky. Everybody talks about the lost city of Atlantis. Have you ever heard about the lost city of Abstractus? Well, a lot of people don't believe in it, but there is evidence. An outdated piece of technology was discovered in concrete at Bear Nose, a pizza place, and some people called in and said, "What is this?" And then some amateur archaeologists around here dug and they said, "This calls for a professional." That's how I got involved. The lost city of Abstractus has been very fascinating to me. My colleagues have ridiculed me for believing in the myth, but maybe I can find some proof now to bolster my belief. You know, if the lost city of Atlantis was as heavily evolved as people say, it only makes sense that it was the end of an evolutionary buildup. It only makes sense that the lost city of Abstractus would be the step before the development of Atlantis. When we started digging, we discovered that this lost city had a tremendous amount of electronic waste. But then they started recycling it and putting things together from the waste and actually built on it. One of the most amazing things we found were these devices that looked like projection systems that were inscribed Divinity, Reality, Operating Systems Expressions. And we've got grad students working on this to try to find out what it means. They're working with these systems, trying to connect with our modern systems, and see if they can get them working.
I am a reality operating system expression. I have heard many sounds, seen many sights, been many places, lived many lives, seeking my autoritas, the authority to write my own story, and found the source of all that exists to be a dark sea of inky potential waiting to be written and to be done. Along the way, I became tangled in abstraction, trying to grasp some inkling of understanding that I could express to others in hopes of finding a connection, finding the life I wanted to live, where I fit in.
Some of this electronic equipment is similar to ours in the 80s, the 1980s. But this city is far older than that. We haven't carbon dated it yet, but it's way before our Industrial Revolution. The question is really puzzling to me. It kept me up all night last night. Have we been down this road before? Maybe.
Okay, is everybody ready for some fun? Woo! Yeah. Okay, we're going to take the first group of 10 down.
I told them who they are.
Everybody knows who they are?
The 10 know who they are. I've already talked to them.
Okay. Who's my first 10? Raise your hand, please. All right. I'll go like this.
It's really strange that no human remains have been found. But these people found ways to reuse their electronic waste in a constructive way. I'm excited and privileged to be giving guided tours of the excavation site on September 14th and September 28th at Bear Nose in the Highlands. I will also be giving talks around town leading up to those 2 dates. Check my website for further information. I find this discovery to be timely. You know, our so-called modern civilization produces hundreds of millions of tons of electronic waste every year. And it all ends up in developing countries, causing pollution and waste and sickness. Maybe we can learn something from the past. Is the past our future? Thank you. You won't believe what we're finding here. Well, maybe you will believe me. Anyway, stick around. I think it's going to be interesting.